it's so solid, and I feel like they can tell each other anything. Like, it will be an honest, like, in your best interest kind of relationship.
It all started with a headline that felt almost too shocking to be real. Selena Gomez's mom, Mandy Teefey, the co-founder of Wondermind, accused of running what disgruntled employees described as a drug den inside her office. A drug den. In 2025. At a company built around mental health awareness. If your jaw didn't drop at least halfway open when you first saw that, I envy your ability to stay calm in the face of celebrity chaos. Because let's be honest, this is the type of story that makes you pause mid-scroll, widen your eyes, and think, wait a second, what in the Hollywood Hills is going on here? It's part scandal, part soap opera, and part cautionary tale about how fast narratives can spiral out of control when anonymous whispers meet a hungry media cycle. But as always with celebrity drama, the truth is never as simple as the first headline makes it sound. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. Mandy Teefey, 49, didn't exactly take the accusations lying down. She fired back with a sharp rebuttal, saying in no uncertain terms that the rumors of her snorting roll-in in her Wondermind office were absolutely false. In her words, she founded Wondermind, the mental health platform she created with Selena Gomez and Daniela Pearson, because she wanted to help people struggling with mental illness, not because she wanted a private playground for illicit habits. It's unfortunate that a few disgruntled employees with an axe to grind can spread lies about me and distort the truth, she told the outlet, adding that what's even more disappointing is how quickly the media was willing to amplify those lies. Which raises the immediate and very human question. When you're a public figure or the mom of one of the most famous women on the planet, how do you defend your truth when the court of public opinion is already filing its verdict? Every scandal has its inciting incident, that one whisper or accusation that snowballs into a headline storm. In this case, it came from an expose featuring anonymous employees at Wondermind, who painted a not-so-pretty picture of the workplace. They alleged Mandy regularly had vitamin 4 drips set up in her office, administered by a rotating crew of nurses. They claimed another nurse gave her liquid Benadryl, and that Mandy told staff she needed these treatments because of severe COVID and double pneumonia she battled in late 2021. Now, if you pause here, none of this sounds particularly scandalous. Plenty of celebrities, influencers, and even stressed-out CEOs lean on IV therapy for hydration, energy, or recovery. Benadryl for allergies? Totally normal. But add in a whispered accusation about snorting a line of roll-in, whatever that may have been meant to imply, and suddenly a routine wellness ritual gets painted with the brush of illicit drug activity. The Mandy Teefey story isn't just about one woman defending herself against unflattering rumors. It's also about the machine of celebrity media and how it thrives on drama. Anonymous sources are the gasoline, and headlines are the sparks. Think about it. Mental health advocate receives for hydration doesn't exactly move the needle for clicks. But Selena Gomez's mom, accused of snorting drugs in her Wondermind office, practically begs to be clicked, shared, and debated. We live in an era where the juicier the scandal, the faster it spreads. And while readers might rationalize their interest as casual curiosity, the truth is that these stories shape reputations in ways that can be devastating. Mandy herself pointed to this disappointment, not just that employees might talk behind her back, but that reputable media outlets would give such anonymous whispers the kind of megaphone that drowns out facts. If you're Selena Gomez's mom, you're not just any executive, you're someone whose family name carries enormous cultural weight. The spotlight never dims, even when you'd prefer a little shade. To understand the stakes here, you have to understand what Wondermind actually is. Founded in 2022, Wondermind was pitched as a multimedia platform dedicated to mental fitness, a place to destigmatize conversations about mental health and provide tools for people to work on their mental fitness, the same way they work on their physical health. For Mandy, who has openly shared her own battles with mental illness and health struggles, this wasn't just a business venture, it was personal. And for Selena Gomez, who has been one of the most high-profile advocates for mental health awareness in the entertainment industry, Wondermind was an extension of her activism. Now, with these drug allegations swirling, the mission of Wondermind is being overshadowed by questions about credibility. After all, if the public begins to associate the company with scandal rather than empowerment, the whole mission risks being undermined. Isn't it ironic, and more than a little sad, that a platform built to support people with mental health challenges is now caught in the messy web of media-driven stigma? What makes scandals like this so magnetic is how they follow a predictable arc. First comes the shocking headline, then the denials, the defenses, and the rebuttals. After that, the public splits into camps: those who believe the accusations, those who defend the accused, and those who simply grab popcorn and watch the drama unfold. With Mandy's situation, the narrative hits all the beats. Accusations of snorting a substance. Allegations of strange behavior in the workplace. The defensive statement claiming the accusations are lies. And, of course, the media frenzy to contact reps for Mandy, Selena, and Wondermind for comment, though, at least for now, no official statements beyond Mandy's have been made. But here's a question worth sitting with. At what point do we as readers become complicit in fueling these scandals? When we click, when we share, when we speculate, aren't we the very engine that keeps these stories alive? Of course, this isn't just any story. It involves Selena Gomez, one of the most famous and beloved figures in the world. Even though Selena herself isn't accused of anything, her name alone magnifies the story tenfold. Think about it. If Mandy were just another executive at a wellness company, this story might have made it onto a niche gossip blog and fizzled out. But because she's Selena's mom, it instantly becomes international news. That's the double-edged sword of fame. The glow of association also brings the glare of scrutiny. And for Selena, who has built a career on authenticity, vulnerability, and mental health advocacy, the ripple effects of this scandal are impossible to ignore. Fans inevitably wonder, how is Selena reacting? Will she defend her mom publicly? Will this hurt Wondermind's reputation? And most cynically, is this story going to trend longer than the actual work Wondermind is trying to accomplish? The Mandy Teefey drug allegation story is still unfolding, and it may fade as quickly as it erupted, or it may resurface with new twists and turns. But what's clear is that it has sparked a larger conversation about credibility, trust, and the fragility of reputation in the age of instant news. Whether you believe the anonymous employees or Mandy's firm denial, one truth remains: once a narrative takes hold in the public imagination, it's nearly impossible to fully reverse it. And maybe that's the most sobering part of all, that a woman who set out to help people talk openly about mental health now finds herself battling a narrative that questions her own wellness, credibility, and integrity. Because here's the thing, scandals will always come and go, but the way we respond to them, with skepticism, compassion, or blind judgment, says more about us than it does about the people in the spotlight. At the end of the day, Mandy Teefey insists she is innocent of the drug allegations, and until evidence proves otherwise, her word deserves to be taken seriously. But beyond the he said she said of it all, this story is a reminder to slow down, to think twice before sharing or believing sensationalized gossip, and to remember that public figures are still human beings. Wondermind was created to spark conversations about mental health. Maybe this is our chance to have one about media consumption, gossip culture, and the responsibility we all carry in shaping the narratives around us. So, what do you think? Are the accusations against Mandy just another example of disgruntled employees stirring the pot? Or is this a deeper problem within the world of celebrity wellness companies? Drop your thoughts, share this story, and let's keep the conversation going, because the truth is rarely as simple as the first headline makes it seem.